This list has been one of the hardest ones to make. There were a lot of great free VST plugins released in 2021, so narrowing down the top 10 free VSTs was a little hard. There's some real gems on this list, plus some honorable mentions near the end of the video, and this video is sponsored by DistroKid. If you've ever thought about creating a song in support of a charitable organization, DistroKid's Artist for Change feature can help you to do that easily by having the percentage of proceeds going directly to the charitable organization of your choice. Plus, DistroKid also gets your music into all of the major online music stores. More on all of this in a bit. Now let's get into the list. It's in no particular order, and first up on it is Magic Dice from Baby Audio. This is a reverb type of plugin that can randomly generate atmosphere and space. This takes all of the sounds from their spaced out plugin but puts it into a simple interface. Every time you push the dice, it loads up a new reverb sound. Then you just adjust the mix control to really dial it in. It doesn't have a preset feature built into it, but pretty much every DAW has a built-in preset manager, so you can save it into your DAW. Baby Audio Magic Dice is available on Windows and Mac in VST, VST3, AU, and AAX formats. Next up is TDSer from Tekivation. This is obviously a de-esser plugin. It can help you get rid of unwanted sibilance and harshness, and there aren't many decent free de-esser plugins out there, and this one is great free or not. It's easy to use and it has a very nice user interface. Use it on vocals or even harsh instrument sounds, and you can get TDSer on Mac or Windows in VST, VST3, AU, and AAX formats.
Just us two, the dust blows up against the red tail-light hue on. No one around, just us two, the dust blows up against the red tail-light hue on.
Next on the list is GSAT Plus from TB Pro Audio. This is a saturation plugin that's based on the saturation module from their Channel Strip plugin, but it has some added features. It has several different saturation modes, oversampling, some cool analog style VU meters, and of course it can sound great on pretty much everything that you run through it. GSAT Plus is available on Windows and Mac in VST, VST3, AU, and AAX formats. The next free VST on the list is Monster Drums from Monster DAW. Obviously, this is a free drum plugin, but this one has quite a few expansion kits that you can download for free, and these represent different genres of music and drum tastes. It can be used in multi-output modes, so you can route individual drums to their own tracks if you want to, and each drum kit has a different user interface that suits that specific drum sound. This is a surprisingly good sounding free drum plugin. It's available on Mac or Windows in VST, VST3, and AU formats. The 5th free VST is coming up, but first, Artists for Change from DistroKid. This allows you to donate a portion or all of the earnings from a single EP or album to a charitable organization or cause. You can easily use the DistroKid split feature to add the organization in there, and then you can select the percentage that organization will get. DistroKid takes care of the rest, so you can focus on creating more music or promoting the song that you did for charity. There are currently 8 organizations available to do this with. They'll probably add more in the future, and maybe you can request to have your favorite one added to the list. Now click the link down in the description to learn more about how you can do great things with your music. Now, number 5 on the free VST plugin list is Warmy EP1A Tube EQ from Keve Audio. This is a passive style EQ that's based on a Pultec style hardware EQ from Warm Audio. I've been using this one quite a bit on my mix bus, drums, guitars, and even on my vocals, but mainly on the mix bus lately. This style of EQ can be very forgiving, and it can really help to create a more thick sounding mix. It's available on Mac and Windows in VST, AU, and AAX formats. Next up is Relife from Analog Obsession. If you have some dull tracks in your mix, or you just want to make them even more alive, add this plugin to your tracks and see what happens. Try it on your drums, and it can seriously bring new life to your project. Relife from Analog Obsession is available on Mac and Windows in VST, VST3, and AU formats. The next free VST is the Somatic Space Light Reverb plugin. With this light version, you get 3 reverb modes: Space, Hall Long, and Spring 1. You have your dry wet knobs, you can put it on a bus or use it as an insert effect. You get your typical reverb settings, plus you have an effects section with distortion, EQ, filter, and width controls. There's also some very nice presets included with it too. You can get the Somatic Space Light on Mac and Windows in VST, VST3, and AU formats. Next up is Influx from FKFX. This is a sequenced resonator distortion plugin that allows you to create new grooves from the source audio that you put through it. If you only want the newly altered sound, choose to go with a wet only setting. It comes with 82 presets, so lots to get you started with, and it really is a cool plugin to mess around with and come up with some new creative ideas. FKFX Influx is available on Mac and Windows in VST, VST3, and AU formats. The next free VST plugin is Chow Tape from Chowdery DSP. This is a tape machine plugin that was originally modeled after the Sony TC260 reel-to-reel machine, but it can now emulate several classic tape machines. You can use this on individual tracks or try it on your mix bus to add some tape saturation to your entire mix. You can get Chow Tape on Mac and Windows in VST, VST3, AU, and AAX formats, and there's also a Linux or iOS version as well. Here's another free reverb plugin. This one is VRev 666 from Fuse Audiolab. It's an emulation of a kind of obscure classic spring reverb from the 60s. You can use it to add a bit of an edge to your tracks or add a dirty ambient sound to synths, guitars, or whatever you want to put through it. This is a cool character reverb that's pretty unique. You can get VRev 666 on Windows and Mac systems in VST, VST3, AU, and AAX formats. Now for some honorable mentions, because picking just 10 was too hard. And I'm sure I missed a few, so let me know your picks down in the comments. And the first honorable mention is the Fan and Team Instruments. They released several instruments throughout the year, and they're always great quality instruments that are worth checking out. Honorable mention number 2 is the Sample Science Instruments. Again, this team has released several quality instruments throughout the year. They are always super easy to use and deliver on sound quality. Be sure to check them out. Honorable mention number 3 is even more plugins from Analog Obsession. Now, I know I included one plugin of theirs, but they released many other great plugins that you should definitely check out. I just didn't want to fill up the list with one plugin developer, so I added only one of their plugins to the main list. And honorable mention number 4 is Cymatics Origin. This is a cool lo-fi type of plugin with modulation. You can make your tracks sound like they're being played through an old tape machine with this one. The reason why it's in the honorable mentions is because I already had a Cymatics plugin up in the main list, and I wanted to have a variety of developers in there. Now check out 50 great free VST plugins that you can download right now by clicking the video on the screen. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane, keep creating, and we'll talk soon.